Hello, This is my
Hello.
hello, everyone.
Yeah.
Hello, for me for 20 Chili Sash here in the Chili Lounge in Nuremberg, and my boy, Mr. Pandemonic, you can see up there in his grow room in Poland. Where in Poland are you?
Um, in near from Szczecin, so it's like 2 hours from Berlin with a car.
All right,
So it's
all
not so
right.
bad actually.
Actually, that's actually very convenient because Berlin's a very good place for hot sauce business, I have to
Yeah,
say.
I was living in London. I have 2 hours as well, but with a plane. So
Yeah,
this is a different
cheaper
way.
for cheaper for you to do it. I'm really impressed. For those of you out there who don't know Mr. Pandemonic sauces up there, I've got a bunch of stuff here in front of me. Astonishingly large range of stuff. And all of it you grow yourself. Everything in there you're growing yourself. Yeah.
Actually, everything just the grilled habanero one is made with soy sauce, and the other one, So it's like a good Korean style barbecue sauce.
Real habanero. Yeah. Tell me
Yeah,
something about this thing. It smells to die for. I have to say, I can smell the soy. Talk to me.
Actually, it's like this. The sweetness just goes from whiskey and tomatoes. Lot of long cooked reduct, like a just good reduction. Like from I don't know, like 30 liters, I do like 15 liters. So that's why it's like a lot of umami flavor, and then
Mm.
you taste the coriander seeds, ginger, and habanero. But it's not so spicy. It's just good.
A really, really nice sauce, though. It's very well balanced. I could eat it. I can see. I would definitely, if I've had this at home with me, what I'd be doing is ordering ribs. That on some
Yeah,
ribs. Oh,
yeah.
fuck yeah, man. Is this
Like
what? So,
you
I
can
mean,
use like a
people ask
glaze or
me.
something like that.
Yeah, people ask me about my sauce all the time. They ask me like, what's your favorite of them?" And I find it almost impossible to say what's my
Yeah,
favorite because that's like asking someone their favorite child. I can certainly say which one is the one that sells the most. Yeah. Um,
yeah,
Although it tends to go in phases, but at the moment, the one that consistently sells the most from mine is our Big Sun sauce. I got some here actually in a bottle. Wait there. This one, that one sells the most. It's a Caribbean sauce. It's carrots and lime, lots of it in there, and I like
nice.
that very much. But then it goes cyclical because our Jack Daniel's sauces go very well as well. People seem to really like those. What about you? I mean, I can't ask you what's your favorite, but from these fellas I can see
Yeah,
here, who's your
I,
best
I have
seller?
I have actually like 13 different sauces. So actually the 12 and one pickles, some mustard, but still, I don't have any favorite one. I just balance with the flavor from the chilies. And yeah, every different sauce just fits well to different dishes. So when I have like, you know, when I want to do good pulled pork, I just try to eat my late summer sauce because you have apples and carrots there. So like from smoke and piggy flavor, you have the thing, and you have the chocolate
Chocoberry,
habanero.
actually, right here in my hand.
Yeah,
Tell the team out there, what have I got in my hand here? This chocoberry?
it's a chocoberry. So it's like a chocolate habanero, cacao, black currant, blackberries, apples, nutmeg, sherry vinegar. So yeah, this is actually the my favorite composition of the flavors.
Wow. It's
Yeah,
really kind of lyrical sauce, isn't it? It's got so much. It's like listening to a
it's
song eating this sauce. It's up
it
and
just
down. And
yeah, it's really good balance there.
where
So you
did you
have
get
like
the
a
inspiration for this from? Where's this? In fact, hang on. You told me you're originally a chef. In fact, a Michelin starred chef, aren't you?
I was actually getting my experience in London. I was working for Gordon Ramsay, Jamie Oliver. Then I just move out, do some like cooking TV series like Top Chef in Poland and Warsaw. But just not achieve anything at all there. So I said, okay, now try to move on somewhere next capital. So I moved to Berlin, and I sat there I'm in Berlin actually from 2016. So Yeah, and there I was working for Christian Lose, Marco Müller, so all the Michelin stars chefs, like from 2 and 3 Michelin stars now. Yeah,
How
and
did
now
you
I
sneak in?
just
How did you
sorry
sneak into the hot sauce world from that?
because this was a thing. When I just went to like a normal grocery store, and what do you get there? You get like a typical lot of range of hot sauces, but it's like a Louisiana hot sauce type of ish sauce. So you have like sourness, saltiness, and just a chili flavor, nothing else going on. And I tried a lot of range of the chili sauces and was like, oh man, you can do more of it. It's not like just a spicy for the chili and not vinegar and not salt just to preserve it, this kind of shit. And that's why I just said, okay, now it's time for me. I was gonna start with a good product. So first of all, I must to seed the seeds, plant the seeds, grow my own cheese, my own vegetables, and then I'm gonna try to develop my own sauces. So that's why when I ferment, the first impression of my like example chocoberry. So when I open it, so was like, okay, I have like a fruity flavor, berry flavor from the 3 months fermentation stuff in my nose. And then I try it. Okay, goes there. And what can I do with habanero? So the first type of the chef mind. Okay, when I gonna do a sauce mole. So I'm gonna put in cacao inside, and we're gonna try to develop some other flavors there. So yeah, I just cook it one time and was good. Actually, no other test and everything. Like actually, when I create in my head, put it in the pot, cook it, and actually is a first time test.
So it was Berlin. Berlin was the birth of Pandemonic. Then you could say,
yeah.
I'm gonna try.
Because I was starting there, like the first test of fermentation stuff, and like smoke batches was around about 2017, 2016. The whole company is established 2018. So it's before the pandemic, the names.
Yeah, that's an interesting thing. When the pandemic came along, with your name of the company being Pandemonic, did that do anything to your sales? Like, I know a lot of dudes whose brands had some kind of reference points. I know a guy, for example, who actually had a hot sauce company called Omnicron. And when we had this new thing, it bumped up his sales.
Yeah, actually, like in Mark 9, when I was selling my sauces on a stand, so the people is saying, oh, really good name. Yeah, it's from Pandemonic. I said, no, but try my sauce. Yeah, I'm gonna try because it has a cool name. So yeah, it's just like this, like a good commercial stuff.
Good commercial, yeah. Okay, I get it. I think as long as you're not Delta Airlines or something like that, then you have to be. Those guys, I heard they didn't like it. I got the Herbsterinnung. In English, I'd call that autumn memory. Autumn memory. That's this is fucking brutal chili profile, hasn't it? That one.
It has, but this percentage is really low.
Okay. 7-pot yellows are in here. Ghost peppers, my most hated pepper. As very rarely do I find a ghost pepper sauce doesn't make me want to smack my head against the wall. I'm not friends with ghost peppers. I don't know why it is. I can't explain. Everyone's got a pepper that's not their thing. I don't know. I'm sure you have. You must have a pepper which you don't.
Actually, I don't like two of those from the flavor, like a ghost pepper and Carolina Reaper. Those two.
Reaper.
Reaper. Reaper is like a peppery flavor, but always when I eat the raw one, it just stuck in my throat and I cannot swallow it.
For me, the Reaper, the challenge with the Reaper is making sauces with it. We use Reaper in our classic sauce and in our smoked sauce. And I balance it off with red Sabina habaneros, which are a bit more on the fruity side. And it took me a fuck ton of work before I could get it to sit nicely,
This is the thing. Nice. Like I have as well like sauce with Carolina Reaper, and I have this sauce is made as well with Naga Yolokia, so with the ghost pepper. So those two chilies what I don't like, I mixed with the sauce, and it's like really good combi, like 40% of the or 45% of the chilies inside, and it's really balanced really well. Sweetness, sourness, peachy flavor, and this one is like a concept of yellow curry, but made with European ingredients. So we have courgettes, apples, pumpkins, what else? Onions, carrots, and a lot of chilies. And most of it is like lemon drop, but then you have as well 1% of 7-pot, 1% of ghost pepper, but still it's like all the yellow chilies inside.
That's absolutely fabulous. Really well-rounded and well-balanced sauce you've got there. Wow. That's curry. That I would love to smother all over my curry. Oh, man. And that's a very creative use of the ají lemon drop chili. I can almost detect you've got the ajíes in there, the lemon drops, the hot lemons, as people like to call them.
It just goes from the front.
Yeah, I can feel them. I can the flavor profile of them. And what's nice about that is that I find a lot of time when people are working with the lemon drops that they end up making something which is going in the direction of almost like a lemon sweetie, you know? And the way that it's part of a rounded flavor, kudos to you, man. See, this is what I love about chef based hot sauce companies, is that you guys are like painters. You really are. There's a few companies I know of where you've got someone who's running the thing, who's come from a long background of being a chef, you know? And you can so tell the skill in the music of the sauce. Oh, that's fabulous, that is. What? So, but you bounced back to Poland now. So now you're in Poland again, yeah? Not in Berlin anymore.
No, I'm all the time in Berlin, but I just like every week or every 2 weeks I go in here, just check my plants or seed my plants or do something in my garden, like on weekends, and going back 5 days working in Berlin, and that's it. Yeah, I'm just doing like a. Sorry,
so you're in the kitchens in Berlin.
Yeah, like a freelancer stuff, you know. I'm a freelancer chef, so I'm cooking when somebody need me. I'm gonna go there or do my special events as well for my own business. So it's all right.
Dude, you're a busy motherfucker, aren't you? Huh?
Yeah. So yeah, but good that my parents just helped me with a garden and some kind of stuff, because soon I just need a gardener because it's too much of this shit, you know, going on. But still I'm gonna sell all the sauces in the range and in the production what can I produce. I'm not gonna go any more than I cannot produce by my own. So this is the thing, because you know when you're gonna go grower and bigger and somebody just go to follow your recipes, you can just go opposite way, not a good way, or so you must be exactly the same, no?
Consistency, it's right. That's interesting. So if you're doing all of this yourself, I'm looking here at your smoked habanero. There we go. Right now I've got red habanero in here, smoked cayenne. So I guess you're talking about these little fellas. We're talking cayennes, right? Something like that, yeah?
You have like a big version, I know.
Joe's Long. It's a Joe's Long form of a cayenne, yeah. Absolutely correct. Yeah. It's a big version, yeah.
I have Joe's Long Orange this year as well, yeah.
Nice. They're very good plants. I love growing Joe's Long.
They're really sweet.
Yeah, absolutely. And they just look boss. How cool are they?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's such a classic looking fucking chili, man. But then, so that means that you're running, if you've got smoked habanero in here and you're doing it all yourself, you're running a smoker operation as well as a fermentation operation.
Yeah. It's like just kindness chipotle from cayenne. So I just dry smoke the cayennes and then cook the sauce with habaneros.
Is it top secret, your smoking process, or can you discuss it?
Yeah, I just use fruity wood and just That's it. Like this batch is with apple tree. So yeah, smoke like around about 6 hours. And the temperature is as well bigger, not low temperature like for a fish.
That's
5
so
dot.
Sweet.
Yes.
Sweet. Very
Let's go
sweet.
to the barbecue direction. Yeah.
Wow. That's super. Dude, I love it. You say red habanero on there. When you say red habanero, what do you mean? Like a Madame Jeanette red, or you mean like a red Sabina? Or was it one of those unknown seeds?
Red Sabina, yeah.
Red Sabina.
They are raw and they are fresh, not fermented in this sauce. So that's why I just produce this one in a season. When it has the season, then goes like 40% of habaneros and the dried smoke cayenne peppers, and then I cook with my own spices, vinegars, and everything. So yeah, it's quite like a paste. Sorry.
You're producing seasonally, yeah? So that means that you produce with seasonal vegetables, fruits, and so on as the seasons come. And so that means that, see, your production time in the year is specific then. I'm guessing that means you're producing what?
In autumn time. Like I start with with the ketchup, with some like a really early chilies, like anum, like pepperonis and kind of stuff, like from September, and it goes to that's December. And now actually, like when I pick up the chilies, like my super hot and my lead spots, like in November. So last month, the fermentation was done for my sauces. So now I can produce the sauces once again, another batch from the last season. So all the veggies and all the fruits are just all dried, not dried, just frozen. Freeze. Frozen, and then some other I have in the jars, like with some pickles or some sugar inside water. So that's why I can just refresh them, in a year.
Okay. So you're a jar rather than a bag fermentation person, yeah?
Yeah, actually there's 80% of the sauces that are just fermented like 3 months. And then from the fermented stuff, I do the sauces. Like the pure fermentation sauce is just the Hell Experience, the Teufels aroma.
Oh yeah, got it here.
Yeah, Teufels, this is the pure ones. Yeah, and it's hurting.
Yeah. For those of you who haven't seen, I've just consumed. That was full before I started, and now I got just under the half mark. My boy, Mr. Pandemonic, has also just consumed a very good whack of that stuff. And my stomach is being friendly right now, but when the alcohol leaves my body, I think I'm going to be suffering. But it's a really nice sauce, though. I mean, in terms of when I have something in mass quantities, normally I wouldn't think to want to eat it again very quickly afterwards, but I couldn't resist to have a bit more of this. But it's got something different to the other ones I've tried. There's something very different about it, and I'm trying to put my finger on what it is. Of course, all the sauces are very different, but there's something.
It's sour.
Sour. That's what it is. It's the sour. Yeah.
This is just only pure fermentation. That's why. That's why the other sauces that are well balanced with the fruity flavor, because the sourness comes from the fermentation and from the vinegar. And then the fruits, when you just cook it long, the sugar comes out as well. So,
I'm very impressed with large-scale fermentation setups. It's, I mean, what does that mean? If you're using jars and barrels, you must have several very large fermentation barrels around you somewhere, yeah?
Yeah, it's true. Like before this the season 2020, I was using 25 liters big pots, to ferment it. to ferment the stuff. But now I just do even go farther beyond. I do like vacuum, and then perfect temperature, vacuum, and 3 months without any excess of oxygen. So now the fermentation is on a top level. I cannot wait for the new batches as well. Like this today, I just put the garlic from the last season in a vacuum bags as well, without any oxygen. Put it out to my chamber, leave it there for 3-4 weeks, and then I'm gonna have a black garlic.
Oh yeah.
And black garlic I use from other sauce. It's called Black Cross. So it's a crossing of the black ingredients, such as like porter beer, active charcoal, black garlic, balsamico vinegar. What else is black there? Buckwheat honey as well. So this one is not vegan because I use the honey stuff. So my 3 jars are not vegan. So on this one, green bastard sauce. Green bastard is made with all the green chilies, would not, get the color from the season. I just ferment the green chilies. I love the flavor of the green chilies actually when they are fermented. It's like a kind of amaretto flavor inside. And then after this, I just cook it with some pears, some honey as well. And there is such a good ingredient. It's like a hemp matcha. So it's like a hemp matcha, like a matcha made from the leaves from the hemp. So it's, as well, you have like a weedy flavor inside. I just dropped as well like a bunch of tops, clones of CBD inside. And what else? Kale is inside, Croella seaweed. So it's like a superfood edition as well. It's good for a seafood or some kind of ceviche. But when you just use it for a meat, the flavor goes down because it's not really strong from the flavors. You must use it for salads or some fish kind of things.
Do you know what? I think it's a crime that you're not full-time hot saucing. You need to take that creativity that you're pumping into the kitchen for the chef work, and you need to look just with a small percentage of it, what you've managed to achieve here. It's astonishing. Do you plan to do that? Do you plan to move over to hot saucing full-time, or you're never going to leave that kitchen?
I need the adrenaline, Without the adrenaline, I'm not going to survive, I just need the pumping. When the service starts, I must cook it or send all the dishes. Yeah, this is the thing. I like to do everything because this one, they're my babies. I just get care of my babies. Like this one, you have jalapenos. That's
pretty
already 1 month long. 1 month old. What else you have? Yeah. This is my favorite jalapeno, brown one. You know this
jalapeno
one?
Brown. Okay.
This is a really massive pot.
My favorite jalapeno that we've been growing last year was the pumpkin spice, jalapeno pumpkin spice. Really nice flavor to it. Actually, I think we got some seeds around. I tell you what, I'll hit you up with some seeds for those. You've got to try those. They're super, super nice, man. Talking of trying and chef stuff, I want to try this. This looks to me, this is a little speciality that was sent to me by our boy, Mr. Pandemonic. So it looks to me like what we call in England fudge. Talk to me. What have I got here?
Yeah, this is actually a fudge. It's like a caramel toffee sweet treat, like a traditional Polish sweet treat. This one I not do it by myself because it's too much effort. Just do the paper rolls and everything and all this stuff. But the inside is special ingredient, like my Teufels Aroma Hell Experience sauce and some cinnamon. So
cinnamon, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna have a go at this. I'm gonna go.
So it's crunchy outside and it's running in the center. Yeah, nice. They are perfect one. So like a small manufacturer in Poland do this one for me. because I just search the whole Poland like for a perfect, sweet treat like this, and they just get it. So I said, okay, we're gonna do like a cooperation. I'm gonna send you my hot sauce and some cinnamon, and you're gonna do it for me. And this is fucking astonishing. I love this shit.
Dude.
All the people like they just eat one and want more and more and more,
Dude, I could fucking die for that stuff. I tell you what, my mind right now is terrified of what would happen if it was 3 o'clock in the morning. I was completely stoned and I had the munchies and I had these in my house. This would be a very dangerous situation. Oh, Jesus. I would turn into a very fat man very quickly. Very unexpected, the softness inside as well. So that's not like English fudge. English fudge is one consistency all the way through. It's kind of a soft...
And it just sticks in your teeth. Yeah. So we have this one as well, but when you're gonna leave this caramel fudge like for 12 months outside the fridge, so as well the sugar is just gonna crystallize and you're gonna have more crunchy flavor texture. So this is the thing. They must be like maximum 9 months old. And then you have the roundness of the crunchiness, and then inside is the running flavor center. Sorry.
This is amazing. Do you sell these?
Yes, I do.
Dude, fuck's sake.
Pandemonic.com.pl and buy this stuff.
Get there, fucking buy it, man. That is, I can't recommend that highly enough. That's some dangerous shit, man. But like I said, you're busy, man. You've got a really, really broad product range. You're bouncing between Berlin and Poland. And also you're running the festival as well. I know for those of you who don't know, our boy out there is, I believe you run that festival. You set that up, didn't you?
Like
the Pandemonic Chilli Festival, for those of you who don't know.
2 years before, but this year I don't know if I'm gonna have time. When I'm gonna have time, I'm gonna do like a small festival, like in a pub, not in a park, like was before. We see what's gonna happen. But we want to do like 2 big festivals in Poland this year, like with all the biggest chili sauce companies in Poland all together, combine it and do like really proper stuff. One probably in Wrocław and one probably in Gdańsk or in Warsaw. I don't know, somewhere there. But the dates and everything is just still in production. But when I'm gonna do the chili festival, it's gonna be in October on my birthday. So it's like my birthday gift for everyone. Okay, let's go and madness with my chilies. Because all the time when I do like a chili eating competition, all the chilies just coming from my garden. So this is the thing, like you just try the different flavor of the chilies.
I'm also October birthday. We share the same birthday month.
Yay!
All the best people born in October. That's facts out there in television, man.
Hey.
But then, so it sounds to me like the hot sauce scene in Poland is pretty banging then, huh? You got a big hot sauce scene over there.
It's true. We have good companies. Actually, they going pretty mad with the creations as well. Like we have Jiki Bill. That was the first, precursor, like the first company in Poland that had just done the chili sauces, and they just started. They just started the whole, wave of the chili heads in Poland. And then we have a Razor. We have like Lubelskie Słoiki. We have Będzie Piekło. So these are all the different names that you cannot even speak.
It's hard for me to pronounce. I always have trouble with, hang on, I've got them here. They are behind me. Oh, there we go.
Oh.
Astronomy.
Przyprawy. Owoc zakazany.
I'm extremely impressed.
Ostrożnie Ostro. This is the company. Ostrożnie Ostro. Yeah.
There you go. I've murdered the name of that company. Murdered it.
this muerte something, the sauce was fucking good. It's like a pineapple Carolina Reaper.
Yeah, I can recommend that highly. That stuff is beautiful.
Yeah.
Really pineapple.
Really
I'm not sure if it's
spicy.
pineapple, but just it's got a real fucking kick to it, man. It's really got a kick to it. Jesus. So what do you reckon then? The Polish hot sauce community in comparison to that you find in Germany. I'm wondering, I'm amazed in Germany how many bloody people from my island live here and have hot sauce companies. They could be Scottish ones, or they could be Irish ones, or they could be British or English ones like me. But then there seems to be absolutely loads of them. But then I would say one of the differences between, if I think about the hot sauce world in England and the hot sauce world here in Germany, is that there's a lot more diversity and creativity, I find, comparatively here in Germany than I do in England. I mean, there's some wonderful English companies, some of my favorite companies over there. But then just the diversity of different flavor profiles and inputs that I find from the German companies, it's broader than England. That would be my difference, I'd say, between the British and the German hot sauce scene. What about the Polish and the German hot sauce scene? What would you say?
It's really hard to say. Like from the German hot sauces, I like Pika Pika. There's a quite of similar flavors like I have in my sauces, because you see the hand of a chef there. So
that's Chilli Mafia, isn't it? Who does Pika Pika?
Yeah,
huh?
yeah. True.
Yeah, I know him. Yeah, the guy's from Venezuela. Lovely guy, absolutely adorable guy. Really, really nice guy. Yeah.
So this one is my number one, because I don't like Louisiana type of sauces. So I must have a lot of fruity flavor, a lot of chili flavor, and the spices just combining through all the sauce. So this one, and my second best one is the not that spicy. This is the.
Justin is an artist, yeah. Now that's what I mean about the broadness that you find of the hot sauce palette over here. Like, I mean, he's such a good example, not that spicy, of a hot sauce where it's just unbelievable that the diversity of his different flavor profiles and how deep they are and how well researched and how intense they are as well. Yeah, not that spicy, one of my faves as well, actually. I have to say, the Frieda's Fire from there, the raspberry sauce, I can't get enough of it. It's like a marriage, that sauce, for me. I adore it, I have to say. And
like third place, but it's not the place for the sauce, actually, just for the range of the sauces what they have, is Pfeffer House, actually.
Yeah, Pepper House, really good.
Lot of good of sauces. And like one with Szechuan pepper is really good. And other one is really a lot of range. You cannot even just say, okay, this one is good, this one is good. Okay, I take this one, and then probably you have like a whole fridge of the sauces there after one shopping. So this is the thing. And other one like Crazy Bastard sauces as well, like British guy.
Crazy Bastard, for me, in terms of, I always say the same thing about Crazy Bastard and their owner, Jono, which is that there is, when you talk about the scale of fermentation, organizational steps that Jono has to do in order to produce Crazy Bastard on the scale he does, that's not for the kids. That's grown-ups work. You know, that's nothing I personally.
I saw the pallets, on the photos. How massive is this?
It's almost terrifying, but then I mean, you're a very good example of this as well, and so is Jono, who's leading Crazy Bastard, and in this same context, which is that you can actually achieve a fuck ton of stuff if you put your brain to it. There you are, banging out the kitchen. You also got all your babies there. You got all of the hot sauce coming out of it. You got the recipes coming up, and all the people don't realize that cooking hot sauce and getting it out of your house or getting it out of your production place is fucking complicated. And you have to make a company. You have to do a this and a that. But you can bang the drum. Do you know what I mean? I think people forget how much they can achieve. And hey, you know what? I think that might be a nice place for us to leave the lovely people with today, actually, just as a thought for everybody out there would be, you should pay attention to this gentleman up here above me, because there you go. If you bang the fucking drum, you can achieve anything. Yeah. No fucking limits.
It's true. No limits, man. No limits. This is the thing. Like this I always say. Like I was going to UK, and I said, okay, I must work for the best chefs, you know. And I achieved this. I was working for Ramsay. I was working for Oliver, and then next target was, okay, I must go to TV and do some culinary stuff. Bang, achieve it. Michelin star chefs, yes. And now finally, I had enough. I must do something for my own, you know. So this is my thing now. I started this one in 2018. We see what's gonna happen next year, but still, I just go to 2 countries like Poland and Germany. So when you go to my site, internet site, www.com, pandemonic.com.pl.
Yep.
So you have 2 sides. Like you have one map of Germany, and the other one is Poland. So you see this working good for the Germans and for Polish as well. So this is the thing. Like I try to do like packages. That's why I must be here like 1 time in a week, or I have some other people to do the packages here in Poland for me, and the other stuff I do in Germany alone. So this is kind of busy, and when you have
a lot,
and then when you have personal life and other renovating a flat or something. Oh man, this is, you must be 100% somewhere else, and then okay, where is this time for sleep or for the recover? Where one day just have like rest, This is
there you go, boys and girls. You only need 1 day's rest, and then you got to keep banging that drum like our boy there. Hey, from us both here, we're going to say ciao for now. All of you out there, no fucking limits. Buy a lot of Pandemonic Hot Sauce, and that's an order. Ciao, guys.
Cheers.
Ciao.